Hey everyone! Kidder Music Service is one of the greatest assets to our school district. From providing day-to-day materials like reeds and valve oil to purchasing pieces of sound and instrumental equipment, there isn't anything they can't do. Kidder Music Service helps our students sound the best they can each and every day, and we are proud to call them a Music in the Making sponsor. If you are looking for similar materials for your school, don't hesitate to call and ask for assistance and mention us, Music in the Making, today. Their number is 309-692-4040, or visit kiddermusic.com, that's Kidder music.com today for all your music classroom needs. And now, on to the podcast. Welcome to Music in the Making.
That's illegal.
I want to be with you everywhere. A Halloween party. Oh, that's fun. Let's talk about work.
That's not what I said.
Well, and I like Stanridge, so it's like I kind of.
Oh, you guys are friends?
Yeah,
You guys
I talked
are
to. Yeah, we talked
to him last week.
a whole 5 minutes at Midwest last year. We are 3 high school and junior high music teachers from West Central Illinois.
And someone had to go to the bathroom during intermission and missed it. And that someone is me.
Yeah! Each week we will talk about our experiences in the classroom, community, and personal lives too. Please welcome your hosts, Lisa Hallen.
We say move all this stuff down there, and then it gets moved, and I'm like, oh my gosh, why have we moved that from there to there to there? Stop recording.
Art Martinez, happy Friday if it was not a Friday, or Saturday or Sunday, or if you're Lisa, it's a week later. And Kevin Ferry.
Oh, what are you talking about?
During class.
Everybody knows us. And if they don't, they're gonna.
Yes,
Why
because we
don't
have
you
the
keep,
best.
why don't you keep coughing in the microphone?
Microphone's all over there, bud. I'm all over there.
And then now with his dynamite drop in.
Who's the battery?
Battery.
Battery.
Say, man, somebody stole your battery.
Battery.
Oh, about time. What was important?
That is information for later, Mr. Ferry.
Band stuff, you know?
Yeah.
Whatever. Lisa had to pee.
That's a good way to start the
It is! Welcome back.
to another episode of Music in the Making. It has been a hot minute, guys. It's just a lot going on, a lot of busyness, but a lot of good things, though.
Yeah!
A lot of awesome things on the horizon.
Yeah!
Mr. Ferry, you want to start off this episode with some great news.
I do. I think this is awesome. I think this is very important. Music in the Making has its first sponsor. We want to give a huge shout out
Shout out!
to Kidder Music Service.
Shout out! Well, you said shout out technically before you said who it was, so just cover all
That's
the
fine.
bases.
I mean, we
Cover all the
can
bases.
we can shout them out all the time.
Absolutely.
So I did want to start the episode with this. Beth and the fine people at Kidder Music have sponsored Music in the Making, and hopefully this is one of many sponsorships that we start getting. But I can speak for myself that I started using Kidder Music Service 24 years ago. I've used Kidder Music for almost everything that I've ever gotten musically. The people over there are just wonderful to work with. I've even been that guy that says, hey, do you know that song that kind of goes like this, and it's got this in it, and you know, the one with the guy that does the thing and the stuff, and most of the time they're like, oh yeah, I know exactly what song you're talking about. Again, their people are so friendly. Their delivery drivers are just great. They get stuff to us, you know, on time, and not just music. I mean, how much equipment have we ordered from them over the past several years?
How about this year?
How about this year alone? And they're just phenomenal people to work with, and I'm not just saying that because they've sponsored us, but you know, they do really good work, and I know most of you if you're a music teacher out there and you listen to us and you're from Central Illinois, if you're not using Kidder Music Service,
What are you doing?
Yeah.
you should be. Give them a shot. I know that sometimes the convenience of going online to J.W. Pepper, and like we use J.W. Pepper all the time when we're trying to find music, and then I buy it from Kidder Music Service in Peoria, Illinois. So I can't say enough good things about what they've done for my career, honestly. You know, they provide me everything that I've ever needed, and the people over there, just can't say enough about them, and I know I've said that like 25 times.
Yeah.
So we really appreciate their sponsorship and them believing in us. So we would ask that if you're ever on the phone with a representative from Kidder Music Service, let them know that you also listen to Music in the Making, because we have no idea if their advertising is going to do any good, but if you tell them, hey, we listen to Music in the Making podcast, we're glad that you're sponsoring them so we can keep doing what we're doing. And yeah, that's, so thank you, Kidder Music Service.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. I mean, they really do. In a way, they are one of the many reasons that we sound the way that we do. Because without the extra things that we just don't have on hand, they are able to provide. They are helping our students be the best they can with simple things, extra reeds, valve oil. These are things that we need in order to function, sheet music.
Instrument repair.
I mean, it's just, for the band world for sure, and for choir it definitely as well for materials. So we're very thankful to
sheet
have,
music folders, different things like that. But
we're very thankful to have this relationship with
didn't
them.
we buy timpani from them this year?
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, I mean, they've always been great. Miss Allen.
I love them, and the convenience of them coming to the school, like all the time. I'm just texting Blake, oh my gosh, when you come, can you please bring
Shout
out to Blake.
Yes,
Markham, hey,
our road rep.
Yeah.
Oh my
I got
gosh.
to know Blake really well at IMEC because he became my new best friend at about 11:30 p.m. on Friday night.
He was selling the sheet music, right?
Yeah, he was great.
Yes. Yeah, we love everyone at Kidder, and we're very thankful for the opportunity for this partnership for the school, but also the sponsorship as well. We hope that we can continue to spread all the Kidder love to everyone. But yeah, like Mr.
Don't you have something that you need to read?
I will make that later for me made, but no, this is our first announcement. And
I thought she made a little read, but I could be wrong. I thought there was
doing it
something
later.
there.
No, I'm doing that. Will be later.
You're gonna record it and drop it.
I'll do.
Okay.
Yeah. Well,
You're
yeah.
so professional.
I try.
You can't do a live read. You're afraid.
I'm not
I
prepared.
think he's scared.
I didn't do it.
Yeah, it's really tough to go click on an email and say what.
We just have
So
some-
Beth, I apologize in advance that Art wasn't prepared, but I think the first 5 minutes of the podcast might be okay.
Yeah.
For your advertising. But again,
Absolutely.
let Kidder Music know you listen to Music in the Making every time you call.
Yep.
Talk to one of their sales representatives or whoever. Say Music in the Making. So we don't have a promo code. We should.
Yeah.
We should. We were talking about this on the way back. Do you know what our promo code should be?
Fairy friends.
Not
20.
fair. Not,
For 20% off.
Whoa.
that we didn't even say that. You're just making stuff up.
20% off what though?
Everything in the store.
Oh,
Who? What? Nope.
Bye.
Shout out Mateo.
Shout out Mateo on the podcast.
So
Anyway, but
anyway, we're on the way home from Roseville because we have to go to Roseville for the junior high band and choir stuff, and we're on the way home. And we're talking about the promo code because, like all of them do, Two Bears, One Cave, Pat McAfee, as they start out, they all have promo codes, so their advertisers know what they're using. But do you have a guess what we think the promo code should really be? Not Fairy Friends 20.
Music in the Making, with or without pod, because we're never sure.
That's actually a good one.
That
No,
whole
pod.
thing.
The whole
Podcast.
thing, the whole thing, and it all has to be spelled correctly.
Yes.
No spaces, all one
Yeah,
word.
yeah.
No spaces, all one word.
And certain letters are capitalized,
Yep.
others aren't.
Yeah.
And it's never, it doesn't make sense.
Yeah,
Just,
and
you
the
know,
I's are ones. And
Yeah.
It's the capitalized letters follow the Fibonacci
S is a
sequence.
$sign naturally.
Oh,
Yeah.
it should be shout out, right?
Ooh, that's
Oh,
a good
that's
one
actually
too.
pretty good.
That's a
Okay,
good
we
one
did not
too.
think about
No,
that.
girl, bye.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
But I do like shout out.
Yeah.
We could have a bunch of different
Yeah.
promo codes. Beth, are you listening? Promo codes.
There we go.
Promo codes.
10% off your next Kidder purchase.
Kidney stones. Those of you that are Friends watchers, you'll know that reference. Art has a blank look on his face.
Friends? Is that like The Office? Is that like Community?
Very similar. Office, Friends, Seinfeld, all very similar. So, moving right on. Thank you, Kidder Music.
Thank you for all that you do. You make our kids the way as good as they are. Thank you.
All right. So,
Next thing
yeah, the
is-
next topic that I'd like to talk about. We are so blessed at Monmouth Roseville
Yes, we are.
that our partners at Monmouth College.
Shout out.
Wow, Lisa's terrible today.
Shout out.
I'm looking at shiny things.
She's
I'm
getting
sorry.
distracted at your next topic. Your next topic's ring.
And Western Illinois University.
Shout
Shout
out.
out.
Shout out.
That we have a great relationship with these people, and they keep sending us student teachers. Well, we have a new one at the high school, and her name is McKenna Spangler. She went to Canton High School in Canton, Illinois, for our Missouri listeners and Culver Stockton folks, because Culver Stockton is in Canton, Missouri.
Can't.
Why are you saying it like that?
Isn't that how you say it? Canton.
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 Canton. We're from Canton. So we would like to welcome our newest student teacher, McKenna Spangler.
Shout out.
Dynamite drop in.
Thanks.
Dynamite. I'm glad you're contributing to the podcast.
You're so welcome.
McKenna, why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Yeah.
And your experience at the Great WIU.
So
Shout
I'm-
out.
Shout
Yeah,
out.
Go next.
Go
I'm
next.
Let's go now.
currently in my last semester at WIU. I am a senior, obviously, and I'm a choral music education major. So I got to spend the last 4 years with the choirs at Western. It's been a phenomenal experience. And
Dr. Brian Winnie.
with Dr.
Shout out.
Brian
Shout out.
Winnie. Yes. Phenomenal choir director, and I'm really lucky to have gotten to learn from him. And I'm excited to be in the classroom finally and getting to work with the students in the rehearsals and getting to learn what high school choir and junior high choir is all about.
Yeah, so those of you that are blessed to have student teachers, well, good student teachers, let me preface that with good student teachers, and we've been very lucky to have some really good ones here. Yeah, McKenna's just started, hit the ground running, and so one of the pieces that our mixed madrigal singers are doing for contests is Bali Laka. A very challenging piece, and in 2 days they knew the choruses, they know the beginning to the first chorus, and am I right? And to me that's phenomenal for a 21-year-old who's never done this before to stand up in front of a group and bam, they're already taken off, and she's already nailing mixed choir music and it's treble choir music. So it's treble mads music. It's been a really, really good week so far. What, Miss Hallen?
Are you actually 21?
Yeah, I am.
Okay, I just wanted to point out that you've been using Kidder Music, shout out, longer than she's been alive.
That's true.
Isn't that awesome?
Oh. Feel old yet? Feeling old yet?
I don't. But did I tell you like a week or so ago what I got home like later at night? I'm like, I don't really want to start a series. I don't, I finished whatever I was watching. I'm like, I just want to watch a movie. So I popped on Netflix. And you click your profile, and then you may want to watch this. The first one that pops up, you know what it was?
MASH.
Dumb and Dumber.
Nice.
Boom. So you keep talking, and it's gonna happen.
There's other hijinks from that movie. We're gonna start putting peppers in our burgers.
I'm just saying, Kidder Music has been so awesome, like, since longer than she was alive.
Well, and Kidder
Well-
Music was who we used at Canton, and that's who I got my first flute from.
Oh, look at that. That's cool.
Yeah.
Wow.
So you're a flautist.
I am, yes. I don't play anymore,
It's a
though.
Mexican sandwich, I think.
We can fix that.
It's all right. It's been a while. I haven't played since high school.
You played at Central to demonstrate movements.
I played a B-flat scale.
It was beautiful.
Thank you.
That's
Miss
pretty
Allen
advanced for
approved.
something.
Mr. Revis would be so proud of me.
Shout
Shout out. That's
Sorry,
awesome.
continue. You said your age, or he
Oh,
said
no,
your
that was-
age, and
That was it.
That's everything about you?
all.
About me?
Yeah,
Oh,
what's
gosh.
unusual about a 21-year-old senior in college fact about you?
Oh my
I
gosh.
have no fun fact.
Remember when I was like
Oh,
distracted?
I'm married. I guess that's a fun fact. I didn't know. Yeah, I'm
It's
married.
unusual.
Wait,
Usually seniors in college aren't married.
I know. Yes, it's very weird. But I met my husband.
Shout out.
Through Miss Helly.
Shout out.
Oh, really?
And yes, we studied voice with Miss Helly at the same time.
That's cool.
And after our spring recital that year, I thought it was cool that he played the violin. So I messaged him.
Oh my god.
And that's how
So
it
for all of
started.
you violin players out there that think you're not cool,
Yeah.
there are girls out there that think you are.
Yeah, absolutely.
They're few and far between.
Well, he sang Footloose too, and I was like, that's so cool. And the rest is history. And so Paula Helly is the reason I got married.
And for those of you who've been listening for a while but haven't been listening, Paula Helly is one of our accomplices at junior high.
Right.
So,
My former high school music
Yours?
teacher.
So, also your mom's former high school music teacher?
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
wow.
Yeah,
Such a small
yeah. So McKenna Spangler's mom and I went to high school together. We actually grew up in the same town of 300 people, and so we know each other. Because you live in a town of 300,
Yeah.
Yeah.
you kind of know them all.
Can't relate. Definitely can't relate. I lived in the suburbs of Chicago. There's at least 300 people there. not at most.
And half a building.
There's
half
300.
of
There,
it, yeah.
there's 300 people somewhere.
300 didn't even cover my junior high class.
Yikes.
I had over 400 in 8th grade. It was crazy.
Nobody cares.
I know, but I'm just saying
I
facts.
care.
I
No,
thought
you
it,
Well,
don't.
Miss
I
Allen
thought-
cares. Miss
I
Allen cares
honestly
because she
was
was.
spacing
Look,
out.
I
don't
thought
know
it
what
was
said.
an interesting art fact.
You went to St. Bede. That's a small school. Go Shamrocks or whatever they're
Oh
called.
my gosh.
St. Shamrocks.
You're insulting like every culture right now.
Wouldn't it just be the St. Bede's? I mean, that's
You're
spelled
telling me that
B-E-A-D.
what's St. Bede's mascot?
The Bruins. A bear.
Bruin?
Bruins.
Bruin.
Bruins. You said
Bruins.
Bruins.
Bruins. St. Bede Bruins.
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 It's too.
Okay, let me tell you. Illinois Valley pronounces things how they want.
You'll help
And
people, I
specifically
tell
the
ya.
Hallen family.
You just insulted all the Bears by mispronouncing their
Bruins.
Bruins.
St. Bede Bruins.
That's how you said it at St. Bede. Bruins. Got it.
I don't know because I did not go to St. Bede.
It's like, are you from Lewiston or Lewistown?
Lewistown, yeah. That's
We
true.
did talk about that earlier.
I asked that to Treble Mads this morning. I was like, how do you pronounce Lewiston?
Lewistown, if you're from Lewistown. If you're not from Lewistown, you say
Lewiston.
Lewiston because it's just faster to say.
Did you just look that
I've
up?
never heard anyone in my life say Lewistown.
They do. If you
Still
live in
Lewistown.
Lewistown, they pronounce it Lewistown.
Well, aren't they special?
Like how
Yeah,
people not from Canton say Canton.
Anyway.
It's Canton.
All right.
All right,
So welcome, McKenna Spangler.
yeah, we definitely. You're right. We definitely have been blessed. Our band student teacher unfortunately couldn't make it today because he's overseas in Greece. which is
So
pretty cool.
now we're talking about the difference between Bruins and Bruins. Whatever a Brune is.
Well, it sweeps.
No, that's a Bruma. She said Brune. Is this a Brune sweep?
Bruin.
No.
That's a
It was
no.
a joke.
Again,
Hey, half of
Jokes?
I thought it was funny.
jokes are supposed to be funny.
No, that
It's
was funny.
You just
That
don't have
It
a sense
was-
of humor.
I have an
Team
amazing
Al.
sense of humor.
Team Al.
I'm really funny.
New intro.
Anyway,
Can we move on?
yes, we can.
Can we just edit Lisa?
Just all of you here. All right, Lisa, what'd you say about this? Cut. All right, next topic.
So, again, Kevin moved the microphone and we don't hear any of Lisa's voice. Like 20 times in this episode.
Suspicious.
I love you.
I love you too.
Okay, that's good. I'm glad we're good.
Yeah, just so the listeners know, like, we're all is cool here.
Yeah. There's a reason why we work well together and we don't see each other until the very end of the week, basically. Unless this week, because this week is
the musical.
musical. So we're all in it together.
Yeah, we are doing Once Upon a Mattress. We had a podcast a few weeks ago with Mel Agar. Shout out Mel, the director of the show. And all of us have our own little or big part in this. Mr. Silber, obviously, is our accompanist. And,
And I play the trombone.
bangs on the piano, and Art plays the trombone on the
Sometimes it really is
piano,
just banging on the piano.
which doesn't sound anything like a trombone, but it kind of sounds like old Nintendo.
It does. The vibrato is way too big. It's like ba ya 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 ya. It's like a warbly soprano.
It's like how you sing.
yeah, sometimes. When
but,
I'm singing aria.
Mr. Martinez is playing the trombone on a keyboard, and Miss Hallen is the pit director, and also we've talked about our production tech class. So she's been running around with her head cut off, like a chicken with her head cut off.
Yes, that is
Yes.
Making sure the lights and the sound and all of that stuff is good to go, and so it's been a good process. And then I'm gonna be quite honest with you, little McKenna Spangler here has done all the music for it. She came in day one and said, "What do you want me to do?" I said, "I think you should start with ensemble numbers." And our ensemble, even though the show isn't heavy ensemble,
Oh, so good.
what's
Okay.
that?
I was just saying the ensemble numbers are so good. I was just
seriously,
thinking
they
to myself,
sound like 100 kids up there.
Yeah, they sound
When they start
amazing.
all together. It's like a whole.
Yeah, they sound
massive
amazing, and
production.
you can hear all the parts, and that's a definite tribute to the kids. I mean, we have some very, very, very talented kids right now, and it's just really fun to listen to. Like, holy cow, it's really amazing. So yeah, McKenna and Al have done a fantastic job getting them all ready. Don't touch that microphone.
It's not. It's a mug. It's a Dame Fine Coffee Stanley dupe.
Yes.
Shout out Dame Fine, sponsor us.
Please sponsor me.
I'd love a free drink.
You
every Friday.
specifically? Okay.
I've been there like 5 times
NIL.
this week.
We have NIL and music now. It'll be all right.
I don't know.
So yeah, I'm really excited. I mean, this week the kids have done a really good job, and
Yeah.
like, they have come a long way since Monday, as those of you that are involved in theater know. Monday of Tech Week is, and then Thursday, like, oh, okay, we're gonna have a show.
Yep.
I kind of felt like last week was the okay, are we gonna make it? And then just
Yeah, this week was not bad,
Yeah.
honestly.
I
I
thought
have
it-
never had an oh no.
we've had
day.
way worse Tech Weeks for sure.
Yes.
But for those of you in our general area, I'm sure Mr. Martinez will get this out in the next 20 minutes,
'Cause he has
and
nothing
you'll
to
all
do
be
tonight.
listening
Yeah.
to it.
I'm stuck here until showtime, so yeah.
But our show this weekend, 7 o'clock, 2 o'clock, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Adults $10 and students $5. Yeah, I assume senior citizens are $5, and yeah. So come see the show; it'll be great.
yeah. I like the music. It's cool.
It's
fun.
awesome.
It's very
It's a
cute.
lot like going. It's very like 60s though. Like I don't know. It's like there's something about that writing of music that it gives like that old timey musical kind of sound.
It's very cute and eclectic.
Yeah. Like it's got like some different styles. But it's not like Steven Sondheim crazy style stuff. So
Shout out Steven Sondheim.
Sponsor us.
He's dead.
Is he?
So he's
Yes.
Oh yeah, he is. Oh yeah, I was thinking Andrew Lloyd Webber.
Steven-
I'm like, I thought he posted a video last week.
Steven Sondheim Estate.
Yeah, a whole state.
Estate.
Oh yeah, that too.
It's not a Sondheim state.
51st state.
Sondheim.
Sondheim.
The state of Stephen.
The state of. Good band name.
That's a pretty great name.
It's a pretty good band name actually. I won't lie. Anyway, oh gosh, what was the other thing we had going on?
Solo and ensemble contest.
Oh yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Josh, my brain is not functioning. Okay, so we also had high school solo ensemble contest, and wow, a whirlwind of the day. Yeah.
It was an awesome day. Like, it was
really was.
fantastic.
No, it was.
Everything. I mean, we had a couple of hiccups in the morning. Not many though. All of our judges showed up, so we didn't have to find a replacement judge, which we've had to do a couple times in the past. Did we have any instrument breakage that needed fast repair that I wasn't aware? I mean, if there were problems, either somebody else took care of them before they got to me.
Yep.
We had to run to the junior high, but that
was
not a
that was
big
like
deal.
first thing in the morning,
Yeah.
and then the one of the I don't know what school she was from. She's like, "Oh, can we just move a snare drum from this room?" Absolutely. What time is your event? It's this time. Okay, we'll get it over there one way or another. You're gonna have to do it myself. So I mean, that was it. There was
I think the
nothing really
biggest mistake we had, and I'm going to throw her under the bus on the podcast. Shout out Caitlin McCullough.
Well, we praised her enough on here. It's okay.
Yeah, the student teacher of the year. No more. We're taking it away.
We have the power.
What she did was, and it ended up being okay. What she did was she had skipped an adjudication form electronically, and she filled out an adjudication form and then had to go back and fill out it. But both of the events were from the same school, so we're just like, hey, teacher, this is for this group, this is for this group. And it all worked out in the end. So
we can safely say she's never being hired here again.
yeah, Caitlin McCullough will never be back here to judge
okay,
solo
good.
ensemble.
Okay, all right.
I'm
Friend-
kidding.
I know.
I'm kidding.
It still stresses me out when you mean.
What was that we just said about jokes are supposed to be funny?
I
Oh!
laughed.
Okay.
He laughed out loud. He laughed out loud.
I LOL'd.
He might have LMAO'd.
Yeah, maybe.
We don't do that around here.
Okay.
So anyway, let's talk about Solo Ensemble was a lot of fun again. Huge thank you to 97.7, our
out.
radio station, and Sean Temple.
Shout out.
And Vanessa Wetterling
Shout out.
for broadcasting live, getting our kids on the radio. I listened to a lot of those interviews, and our kids speak pretty well. Sean does a good job of setting them up, obviously, but they speak very well, and the kids had a great day. Our band ended up finishing 4th place in the state, which is just absolutely incredible. Vocally, very, very proud to say that we won our 12th straight state championship vocally. And for the overall sweepstakes, we are currently sitting in 1st place with organizational contest to go, and we are 15 points ahead of Rock Ridge,
Shout out.
who is in 2nd place overall. And I'm pretty sure Rock Ridge won band, got 1st place in band and 2nd place in choir. So Rock Ridge had a heck of a day too. I don't remember what Kiwani finished vocally, but I'm pretty sure they finished 1st or 2nd in band for Class A.
Oh, yeah. I was
Yeah,
like,
they're
how
in
did
different
they
things.
both? Oh, yeah, I forgot.
Because they're in Class A, thank God.
They were also the other group that had 4 best of days, right?
Oh yeah, I didn't even think about it. I forgot about that, yeah. Huge shout out to some of our kids for getting the Best of the Day awards. Let's see if I can remember. We had a vocal ensemble, Matthew Blackford and Lorelei Weidman.
Shout out.
Jaw 2 got a Best of the Day for his vocal solo.
Shout out.
Big Shock, a name you listeners would be familiar with, Drew Carlson, got
Shout
a Best of the Day.
Shout
We got to
out.
work on our timing.
Normally it's right after the name.
Yeah,
I'm
my
just
bad.
saying.
We gotta work on our sandwiches. Wait, what?
Got a Best of the Day for his vocal solo, and then proud papa moment. Emma Faith Ferry
Shout out.
got a Best of the Day on her vocal solo. However, love my daughter dearly. She looks at her score. And to get a perfect score, you need a 35.5 or 35.0.
Yes.
It's like, what?
She got a
It was news to me.
she got a 34.9.
Oh.
So she was all like, exactly like that. And I'm like, shut up, you won the room.
Yeah.
It was really cool though, because she came in to talk to us at the end of the day, and her judge was standing right there, and I said, hey, you want to give this to her? He's like, oh, that would be awesome. And so I gave it to him, and then he walked up to her and he's like, Emma, I want to give this to you. And she just started crying. It was so cool. It was so cool. So nice little papa moment. about the last one I'm going to have at the school. I will be very proud of my kids for a long time.
Yes.
But like my wife was like, holy crap, this is our last solo and ensemble contest. I'm like, no, it ain't.
9 more years.
But I thought our kids behaved very well. They set it up, tore it down.
Teardown was so fast.
Performed amazingly. So it was a lot of fun, and we got organizational contest to go, going to Kiwani.
Shout out.
So,
So thank you, Alex and Katie.
And Brittany.
And Brittany. We love Brittany. We love Brittany. I always want to think her name is Bethany, and I'm the worst human being on the planet for thinking that, but it's Brittany, and she's so fun. Like
I
love,
almost said the wrong name.
I love hanging out with her.
Second, I was like, no, it's Brittany.
like the only time I get to hang out with her is at track and IMAC, but she's so much fun. So
Yes.
All those guys are.
yeah, kids did a great job. We had several perfect scores. I can't remember them all off the top of my head. I do know Drew got a perfect score on his piano solo, but that piano judge was a real jerk face
Yeah, I know.
and didn't give Drew the best of the day.
I wouldn't hire him either.
I might not.
I thought he was pretty cool.
Okay, so we
There's bias, I hear
we
it.
need to talk about, yes, for sure there's bias, but we need to talk about our definition of funny. And now we need to talk about the definition of cool. Because other than Lisa, do any of us think Crispin's cool?
Again, jokes are supposed to be funny and no one laughed.
He did too. He did.
You laughed at her.
Play the recording. Play the recording.
Oh, don't break it.
I got it. We're good.
Don't break.
Roll the tape.
Roll the tape.
roll that beautiful bean footage.
So anyway, yeah, and so not only do we, I'm kind of shifting gears here, not only do we have a musical tonight, tomorrow night, and Sunday, we will all be getting up at the crack of dawn. How'd I do?
Very good. I'm very proud of
Boing,
you. And a little-
boing.
Of dawn. And
Wait,
taking
do that again at the. No.
crack of dawn. Beep.
It didn't work.
Okay,
At the-
so since we're not on video, Lisa found a like clown horn, bicycle horn thing, and the first time she squeezed it, it didn't work. So
Because I've
Now
been
that's
fidgeting.
comedy.
Maybe
I've
you
been
need to-
fidgeting
maybe you
with
need
it,
to work
and
on-
I got it out of whack.
There you go.
But shout out United Band and Madeline Wood for letting us borrow your toy horn.
we don't
need
we
it.
don't own one of those. You know what we should do?
There's one in your office. At the junior
We
high
should
that
we should call Kidder Music and see if we can get one.
a professional toy horn.
So
Yeah, okay.
tomorrow morning we're all getting up at the crack of dawn and going to Rock Ridge for junior high solo and ensemble contest.
Yes, we are.
Now, Monmouth Roseville and the governing body that we use, the Illinois Elementary Schools Association, we allow 5th and 6th graders to go to contests. So Miss Hallen and Mrs. Pickerel
Shout out.
will be taking 5th and 6th grade instrumentalists.
And Mrs. Spangler also helped prepare the 6th graders as well during her
Shout out!
teaching.
Oh, she's here.
She's
Why
right here.
You and I.
What? What about us?
I don't know.
Every time I talk, you act offended. I'm trying to contribute to this podcast that I'm apparently a part of.
Apparently.
Go back and check the notes. Are we sure? Is she a part of?
She's in
At
the
one
intro.
point, it was my podcast, but I don't know. I'm
Her
sorry.
friend from Florida.
Yeah, or New Mexico or Mexico.
Shout out,
whatever.
Abby.
She probably hates us.
Maybe.
We're
gonna
talking
fight
over
you at
Lisa
the
all the
wedding.
time.
Yeah. She's in the wedding?
Yeah, she's my maid of honor.
Yes!
Nice.
Live podcast
Yep.
with the maid of honor while the ceremony's
No,
going on. We'll be like,
Abby.
come here.
Getting mic'd up.
Come here. What's her
Mike.
name? Abby?
Abby.
Abby, come here! Abby!
There'll be a microphone in the.
While the homily's going on, are you kidding me? We've got loads of time.
Yeah. A commercial break.
Sponsored by Kidder Music Service. So we're all taking a bunch of kids up to Rock Ridge for junior high solo and ensemble, which is always a delightful time. And we can get into that more next week about our process and our philosophies on junior high solo and ensemble. And I know you'd sent the text out that it's been a year, but it's a year based on solo and ensemble. We still have a few weeks. Because solo and ensemble was
Our first
a couple weeks later than this. If I will...
Yeah, because this is really early for IE.
Well, it's really early, and like I love Curtis Fisher Oschlager. Shout out. But I will kill him if he puts this on the same day as the musical next year, because you have choices.
Agreed.
You have choices. And I'm like, meh. Oh, another shout out to Curtis. Last Friday, our Madrigal Singers went and sang at the Quad City Singers Jazz Night. The Quad City Community Chorus that Curtis directs, they had, I don't know, what was it, 10, 12 numbers that they did?
Yeah.
And they invited us. We went and sang with them on one piece, and that was Blue Skies. And then we sang 2 pieces ourselves. So it was really, really cool. And then, we have friends from our area, like Callan Cedarquist from Sherrard is in the group. Sam Wan.
Shout out.
From, the Devil's School. I'm kidding. See, that was funny. Look, Al even laughed at that.
That was good.
Bruins.
The Golden Driggins.
Driggins.
No, Green Dragons, Golden Eagles. They're now the Ogles.
Oh, caca.
Yeah, because that's the sound.
Hiss.
Anyway, here's a really, really, this is interesting to me, but some people out there might. So I'm sitting there next to one of the kids, and we're watching the Quad City Singers do their jazz set. And, like, every 2 songs, one of their members would come up to the microphone and introduce a section. Here are the sopranos, and they'd say them all by name. Here are the altos. They get to the tenor section, and the second guy that they mentioned, his name is Tim Dominicus. Tim Dominicus. I'm
Shout out.
Yeah, shout out Tim Dominicus. So I hand a kid sitting next to me on my phone. I said, take a picture of the tenor section. He's like, why? I said, just do it. And so he takes a picture, and I look. Tim Dominicus went to Culver Stockton College with me.
Awesome.
Oh, really?
Haven't seen him since 1998.
Wow.
And so after the show, like, he's in the same section with Sam Wan.
Yeah.
Who Sam and I over the past couple of years have become like really good friends. I'm like, wait a minute. Curtis has said Monmouth Roseville is coming, directed by Kevin Ferry. You two sit by each other. And Tim, it didn't dawn on you at all that he's like, I remember, like, I know a Kevin Ferry. And he said it wasn't until I saw you that it went, oh, yeah. So, small world. Tim Dominicus, shout out. So it was really cool. It was a really cool deal. Our kids really enjoyed it, and we really appreciate Curtis asking us to be a part of that because it was fun.
Back next year if they ask.
Oh, I'd love to go back next year.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Our kids get to do the best stuff.
How did the new concert blocks look?
Really good.
Fabulous.
Great.
I know. It was fun. The kids sounded really good. Curtis gave Rowan a scat solo in Blue Skies. And then Drew and Lorelai had solos for us.
Shout out.
Um,
And we had their drummer and bassist
join
in on our stuff.
Yeah, so we were warming up and practicing one of our songs. While we were doing that, I didn't see him, but the bassist and the drummer walked in, and so we were singing "You Stepped Out of a Dream" was our second one, and they're like, "Okay, we're ready." I'm like, "Oh, okay." And 1, 2, 3, oh, boom! It was like whole.
It was like we were a completely different group.
The energy just, it was super cool. So
yeah.
I talked to those guys, and they're gonna go to Kewanee when we go to Oregon play for us.
Nice.
And I rarely get to play in a combo setting like that. It was super fun.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
So, yeah, a lot of good stuff. A lot of good stuff still to come. We got Org coming up. We got 2 trips that we're taking.
I am excited to ride roller coasters.
You what?
I'm excited to ride roller coasters.
I'm gonna get my steps in for the day.
I'm gonna eat a lot of fair food.
I'm with Al on this one. We're
I
gonna
thought you liked roller coasters.
I do, but I'm too big to ride them. I gotta lose weight.
I just get motion sick sometimes.
I probably do now too. I haven't for several years. I'm a little afraid.
Yeah,
of that.
Emma, this is kind of a part of my little weight loss deal that I'm working on. I mean, the last 2 days have kind of sucked, but
Tech week.
yeah, tech week, track meets. You know, this
Yeah.
this is the worst 2 weeks of my life in the school year. But I did really good last week. I kind of flubbed up yesterday and today, which whatever. I'll get back on the horse.
Yeah.
But one of the motivators is Emma's like, we rode the Superman like 10 years ago. I want you to ride it again. Okay, I gotta lose a lot of weight before then. So
Gotta weigh like Superman.
I love roller coasters.
That was my first ever roller coaster. In the
Was it
front row.
Superman?
Yeah.
Welcome to roller coasters.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Yeah,
Front
Superman's
row.
really, really good. But I'm excited. We're going to do the Six Flags Music in the Parks thing for both high school and junior. We're taking the high school this year because 4 years ago, this senior class did not get to go to Music in the Parks.
Why was that?
I have no idea.
I don't know. 2020, there was something. There was
It
a
was
thing.
actually-
If it wasn't one thing, it was another.
It was actually this week, believe it or not.
Oh yeah.
Because,
Tomorrow.
Because I.
Oh,
Oh,
Hey, good
crap,
thing
I gotta
you
write
bleeped
that
that
down.
out.
I gotta write that. Yeah, and the
it was
reason
tomorrow.
The reason I know that is because on Facebook, I posted there's a picture of myself and
Where were you?
in Nebraska.
Go Big Red.
Go Big Red. And I just finished a concert band concert out there. Or, I'm sorry, the symphonic band concert out there.
Hey, that's good timing.
Yeah,
honestly.
it was. I literally like 2 weeks before. Kat mentions
Shout out.
to the directors like, oh, play with Zoom. They're like, oh, well, he's gonna be here for spring break. Like, we could use. Do you want to play? I'm like, sure, I'll play. So I played 2 concerts that week.
Oh, that's awesome.
And little did I know I would be leaving Nebraska for another 2
Yeah.
weeks. So,
Yeah, holy
Crazy,
cow.
crazy.
4 years tomorrow.
yep.
Anyway,
We were-
so we're taking the high school kids to Six Flags. This will be the last year we take high school to Six Flags. And we can talk about that on another podcast once a certain travel agency decides to step up like Kidder Music Service did.
Yes.
We could definitely have some representatives from a certain travel company come on and talk about kind of all the pitfalls that we went through doing this and kind of a best practice of traveling because man, I've learned a lot this year and I've taken kids on trips a billion times and this just anyway. So we're going to do Six Flags a couple times. We got Pops Out Mode still coming up. We got graduation, and for the first time since I can remember, our band is going to play graduation. Correct,
Uh-huh.
Mundo? Yeah.
Yep.
So
My-
that'll be super cool.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that. The goal is to have as soon as it would be preferable just before Pops, but as soon as Pops is over, I'll have my symphonic band auditions. I'll already have the band ready to go, and their first official performance will be graduation.
Well, that'll be great. You won't have to play Pomp and Circumstance. That really crappy arrangement that you
You
have.
won't get to play Pomp and Circumstance.
Well,
That really crappy arrangement.
we picked a really crappy arrangement of it.
It's pretty bad.
You know,
and
you're in charge.
So
You could change that.
We've got all those things
I
to talk
could.
about, and then a couple other things that we can talk about over the next couple of months. Number one is the job hunt for Mrs. Spangler, Mr. Otto, and then
Marching band.
we'll.
Yeah.
Because that's a conversation I've already started to put together myself. Because we gotta talk about stuff like that.
When you have the marching band podcast, let me know.
Wait,
advance.
that's not what this is? What?
Marching in the making.
Yeah.
You guys do your own thing. You want to have a
That's what the
spin-off,
shirts say.
go right ahead. But that was really rude that you think marching band is more important than what's happening on June 1st, 2024.
The piano judge is getting married.
Former.
Okay.
Oh yeah, we can't have him judge for us anymore.
Former piano judge.
Mr. Piano Judge, Mrs. Piano Judge.
So one of the
Former.
students, the like Monday after school in Ensemble,
You may now
was
kiss
just
the
like,
piano judge.
I hate that piano judge, like complaining, and I'm just sitting there like, interesting. I was enjoying it. It was hilarious, and he was complaining about getting a 2, you know, whatever.
You know how not to get a 2 in a piano room? Play better.
It's true.
I
Play
just
better.
thought it was really funny because I was like, wow, some kids are so oblivious, or they just really don't care.
Both.
Yes.
Mrs. Spangler, anything to add?
I don't think so.
Okay. She's been a good guest.
Do you
She
want
has
me
been.
to add anything?
Define a good guest. Are you just saying people who are quiet are good guests? That's what I'm getting from this. I'm sorry. Wow, the sass. Happy Tech Week.
Happy
It's her
tech.
podcast now. We're just in it.
Sheldon Cooper struggles with sarcasm, as well as Lisa Howland.
Again.
She
Not
didn't get that
good.
reference.
Do you know who Sheldon Cooper
Yes,
is?
I
Okay.
do.
Okay.
I didn't realize Sheldon Cooper struggled with Lisa Howland. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, Lisa doesn't have TV, so she probably has never seen The Big Bang Theory.
It's true.
I watch it on my laptop.
Wow, that's a pretty good impression.
I know, right?
Spot on.
Some
Now
people
do
don't need
Crispin.
huge screens.
You just offended every legally blind person out there. Everybody with visual impairment, you just offended. You're an offender.
I'm trying. There's a Drake and Jack. Oh,
what?
Drake, let me try that again. Well, I ain't calling you a
Truther.
not offender.
I ain't calling you.
Have I offended you?
I've never been offended in my life. Not once.
I know, right?
Not once.
I know, right? Anyway. All right.
Anyway, so
Yeah.
a lot going on.
Yeah.
Last lot, still more to do, but honestly, this year is already kind of just like, oh my
That was
god.
an accident.
How?
I'm so
I'm
sorry.
gonna lose
Stop
my
swearing,
hearing.
Lisa.
That was a big one. That's a big swear.
She figured out how it actually works. It only took a half hour. If I push really hard, it works better. So what that little piece is like a diaphragm. You push air through it. Same concept.
Diaphragm.
By the way, concert band sounded really good today.
Thank you.
They were really good today. I'm like, oh.
Yeah, I had a
concert
moment like that
band.
too. Yeah.
We just need the jazz band to sound really good.
Working
will.
on it.
They do?
Working on it.
I said they will.
Okay.
I haven't heard them. I just have confidence.
Yeah,
in this guy.
Emma was like, Martinez grabbed me and said, "You're in jazz band." Like, all right. What she said was like, "I just don't want to audition. Just tell me I'm in jazz band and I'll be in jazz band. Tell me I'm doing this and I'll do this. I just hate the audition process." Blah, 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 blah,
And
blah.
that was, and it was funny because someone asked the same thing, or someone said the same thing, and I said, but the reason I have them do the audition, which is, and it's blatantly like I tell you exactly what you're gonna do, because it separates the people from who actually really want to do it versus the people who like don't want to do it. And I get it because it's like you hear the word audition and you're like, oh my gosh, but it's like if you really want to be in this, you will do it.
It's good practice for life too.
Oh yeah, exactly. You want to do the right thing.
Stop judging me.
I
But we
wasn't
also
talking
need to take
you.
stuff to contest, so I'm also gonna break the rules a little bit. But
Wait, what?
What?
like
Breaking the audition
audition rule,
rules.
like
Not
oh, we
rules
didn't
for
audition.
contest.
Yeah.
We're not
Okay.
going to break rules to
Okay.
win, Miss
I don't like
Howland.
breaking rules.
Jeez.
She's probably got like 30
She's called you a
she's-
cheater.
She's got a,
I was about to call Aisha.
she's got 30-year-olds in the concert band. That's why it sounds good right now.
Hello, contest police.
I am in the sophomore year.
I,
All right.
I play violin.
I play violin. Yeah, that's a saxophone. Oh, whatever. Anyway,
Hello.
well, this has been a great episode.
It's
So,
been fun.
thank you
We need to
again.
do this more often.
We definitely do, and not have a bunch of things going on. So.
I know, it's so
But I do
stupid.
wanna
What's
give
going
a-
on next Friday? What do we got next? What do we got next? Do we have anything next week?
Next 2
Next
3
week
weeks
is
are good.
pretty
Next
calm.
week's open, and I have 0 track meets next week.
Oh.
Well, that's not true. That's not true. I will have on Saturday because we were Gonna have kids qualify for the indoor state track meet.
Yeah, we are.
Go
I know it's
go.
a music in the making podcast, but Carmen Houston.
Shout out.
Shout out.
Thank you, Al. Wow.
Sorry.
I said a non-music kid's name and Lisa
Oh
falls
my
asleep.
I love Carmen Houston.
Currently seated or ranked second in the state of Illinois in 2A shot put.
Oh,
Ayo.
that's awesome.
Yeah, she's a beast. Love her.
A shot
So,
put.
and then Boys
that
4x2
shot.
has a legitimate shot of making it down there too, so that'd be pretty cool.
That would be pretty cool.
So anyway, yeah, great episode, a lot of fun.
Yep.
Mrs. Spangler, you'll be joining us for more episodes
Yes.
in the future, and hopefully, maybe you'll bring some substance to the table.
Sorry.
Fight him right now. I'll write you your letter of recommendation. Don't worry.
He's got to get me a job first.
As he does. Well, thank you everyone for your time today, and one more shout out to Kidder Music Service.
Shout out!
They are actually celebrating their 50th year of program. So out
Whoa.
of the 24 you've been using them, they were around for another 26 even before that. There you go.
Okay.
Shout outs.
Okay.
Something like that.
That was a lot of swears.
So we are very grateful for all the work that they do. If you are interested in any of their services, please call or text 309-692-4040 or visit them online at kiddermusic.com. They are actually putting on a giveaway of a brand new Yamaha Harmony Director, and any school that all they have to do is just email Beth, B-E-T-H, at kiddermusic.com just to simply enter. And this is because for Music in Our Schools Month, which is all about March,
We need to do that.
Lisa
What?
and I have talked. I just don't. Where are we gonna put it?
I don't even know what it is, but I like winning free stuff.
It's a fancy keyboard, and you're
Oh,
supposed
keyboard sold. Let's get
yeah,
it.
but it's like it's supposed to be able to help with like tuning and chord stuff. Like it's
Sold.
Because our band doesn't need to tune.
no,
Okay.
because the way I do it, it's fine.
Nah, good enough.
fine.
Nah, good enough.
Anyway, but thank you again, Kidder
Yeah.
Music, for our sponsorship. We look forward to continuing our relationship both in the school and with the podcast now. All that being said, let's go musical.
Goodbye.